friends, welcome back, and if you're new to our channel, thank you for stopping by. Today I have an interesting project to share with you as we are going to make this Christmas tree granny square, and the yarn that we are going to use is a green one and a white one, and the hook that I'm using is 2.5 mm. So let's begin with a magic ring. So once the magic ring is done, let us chain 3, which is counted as 1 double crochet. After that, into the magic ring I am going to make 2 number of double crochet. That's the first one, and this is the second one. So the 2 double crochet plus the first chain of 3 makes 3 double crochet. Then we chain 2, and into the magic ring let's work a set of 3 double crochet again. This is the second one, and this is the third double crochet. Now again chain 2, and let's work 3 double crochet into the magic ring. That's the first one, this is the second, and the third. Again chain 2, and into the magic ring we are going to make 3 number of double crochet. That's the first one, followed by the second double crochet and the third double crochet. So 4 sets are done. Let us chain 2, and then we pull the tail of the magic ring to tighten the ring, and into the topmost chain, that is topmost chain of the very first chain of 3, we are going to do a slip stitch. So our very first round is complete. Now let us skip the chain spaces in order to reach the corner. As the first skip that we do, that's the second skip stitch, and so here we reach the corner, and we are going to chain 3, which will be counted as 1 double crochet. Into the corner space or the chain 2 space, let's work 2 number of double crochet. So 2 double crochet plus the first chain of 3 makes 3 double crochet. Now let's work the chain 1 and 2, which will be followed by 3 number of double crochet again into the same space. That's the second, and this is the third double crochet. Now let us chain 1 and hop into the corner space and work 3 double crochet. Let's chain 2 and again work 3 double crochet into the same space. So our second corner is being formed. So my corner is done. Let us chain 1 and hop into the third corner space and work 3 double crochet. That's the second, and this is the third double crochet. Now let us chain 2 and work 3 double crochet again into the same space. That's the first one, this is the second double crochet, followed by the third. So my corner is ready out here. Let us chain 1, and we are going to work our final corner. So my final corner is also done. Now I'm going to chain 1, and we are going to complete this round by doing a slip stitch into the topmost chain of the very first chain of 3. Now we need to skip 2 chain spaces again in order to reach the corner space. And finally I have reached the corner where I work a chain of 3, which will be counted as 1 double crochet, and then I'm working 2 number of double crochet. So 3 double crochet in total done. Let us chain 2 and work our 3 double crochet again. This is our first corner, and we are working in the same manner as we had done in the earlier rounds. Now let us chain 1 and hop into the chain 1 space to work 3 number of double crochet. That's the second. This is the third double crochet. Now let us chain 1 again, and as I've reached the corner there, we need to work 3 double crochet, chain 2, and again 3 double crochet into the same space. So my second corner is done. Now I'm going to stop there because the white yarn has to be introduced, and for that we have to undo our last double crochet. I'm going to show you how a new yarn is introduced into a working project. This is the third double crochet. We are going to stop there once we have 2 stitches on the hook. Now a slip knot is done and the white yarn is pulled through it. So in place of the green yarn, our white yarn becomes the working yarn. This is how it is to be done. Now let us chain 1. We are slightly going to pull our green yarn so that the stitch falls into place, not tightly, slightly. And now with the white yarn, we are going to work 3 double crochet into the chain 1 space. We are going to clip the loose end at the back. For that it's simple, we are just going to hold it behind and then work as we do. The second double crochet is being worked and this is the third one, and behind the work our extra bit of yarn is also being stitched. Now chain 1 and we are going to hop into the corner space where we are going to work 3 double crochet. Now another thing to be remembered, while working with different yarns is that we have to carry our secondary yarn along as we work. That is by clipping the yarn at the back side of the work. So for my corner I have worked 3 double crochet. Now let us chain 2 and work 3 double crochet again into the same chain 2 space. That's the second, and this is the third double crochet. So my corner is done. Now into the chain 1 space we need to work with the green yarn, so we have to introduce the green yarn. For that I have opened my third double crochet and I'm redoing it. I'm going to stop there, and when I have 2 stitches on the hook I'm going to pull my green yarn through it, and hence my green yarn becomes my working yarn. I'm showing you that way so that you understand what it is. After that I chained 1 and into the chain 1 space with the green yarn I will be working 3 double crochet. That's my second. This is my third. Please remember to clip the secondary yarn. I am not going to complete it because we need to change the yarn color again to white. So having 2 stitches on the hook, now I'm going to pass my white yarn through it, and hence the white yarn becomes my working yarn. Chain 1 and into the corner space I am going to work 3 double crochet. That's the first one. This is the second, followed by the third double crochet. Now let us chain 2 and into the same space let us work 3 double crochet again. That's the first one, this is the second, and this is the third one. So my corner is done. Now let's continue. Chain 1 and into the chain 1 gap of the previous round let's work 3 double crochet. That's the second, followed by the third. Now this is how it looks. Now let's complete the third double crochet. Please watch this step very carefully because the yarn color is going to change and it is a bit different sort of thing. And here into the first or into the topmost chain of the very first chain of 3 I pull my green yarn. That is because we have to skip 2 chain spaces, and if we do that with the white yarn, it's not going to look nice. Now we are going to skip the chain spaces with the help of the green yarn. This is the second and this is the third one. We are going to halt there. We are not going to continue. And now we are going to pull our white yarn through because we need our white yarn as the working yarn. And now worked a chain of 3, which will be counted as 1 double crochet. This is the next round. Once the chain of 3 is done, into the corner space we are going to work 2 number of double crochet. 2 double crochet plus the first chain of 3 makes 3 double crochet. Now let us chain 2, and into the corner space let's work 3 double crochet. That's the first one, this is the second, and finally the third one. That's done. Now let us chain 1 and hop into the chain 1 space. Please remember to carry the secondary yarn along at the back side, and let's work our double crochet. That's the first one, this is the second, and this is the third double crochet. Now the third double crochet is an incomplete one because we need to change our yarn color to green. See, I have 2 stitches on the hook. Let's pull our green yarn through it. That's done. Now this step is also crucial. On top of the double crochets we are going to work our standing double crochet. That's the first one, this is the second, and this is the third one. This we are not working in the chain 1 gaps, we are working directly on top of the double crochets. Now the third one is to be an incomplete one because we need to change our yarn color to white, so the white yarn becomes our working yarn. Now into the chain 1 gap of the previous round we are going to work 3 double crochet. That's the first, this is the second double crochet followed by the third. That's done. Let us chain 1 and hop into the corner space to work our corner. We all know that it's going to be 3 double crochet, chain 2 and 3 double crochet again. That's the first, this is the second, and the third double crochet. Right now this is how it looks. I chain 1 and now we are going to work into the space available there. We are going to work 3 double crochet. That's the second double crochet followed by the third one. Please carry the yarn, the secondary yarn, at the back side of the work. So this is how it looks. Our Christmas tree is forming. Now I chained 1 and into the chain 1 space of the previous round let's work 3 double crochet again. That's the first one, this is the second followed by the third. Now let's chain 1 and into the corner space we are going to work 3 double crochet. That's the first one, this is the second followed by the third. Now let us chain 2 and work 3 double crochet again into the same space. Here my corner is ready. Now I chain 1 and into this gap we are going to work 3 double crochet. That's the first one, second one, the third has to be done halfway. This is the third one. When we have 2 stitches on the hook we are going to halt because we have to change the yarn color to green. 2 stitches on the hook, let's pull our green yarn through it. After that, on top of the 3 double crochets we are going to work 3 double crochets again in green. That's the first double crochet, this is the second, followed by the third double crochet. We are going to halt there because we need to change our yarn color to white. Once done, see, our tree has got the top portion of it done. Now into the gap again, we are going to work 3 double crochet. Let's chain 1 and hop into the corner to work our 3 double crochet. Chain 2, 3 double crochet. This is a beautiful granny square which gives all that Christmas vibes. I'll be working few more projects related to Christmas. You can check on those later on. So here my corner is complete. Let's chain 1 and hop into the chain 1 gap and work 3 double crochet again. So here my 3 double crochet is also done. Let us chain 1 and hop into the chain 1 space again and work 3 double crochet. That's the second, followed by the third one. Right now this is how it looks. Now let us chain 1 and slip stitch into the topmost chain of the very first chain of 3, and this completes our round. Now we are going to start off with the next round. Let's skip 2 chain spaces in order to reach the corner. Process is same. We have been doing this from the very first round. Now let us chain 3, which will be counted as 1 double crochet, and into the corner space let's work 2 more double crochet. Chain 2 and let's work 3 double crochet again into the same space. That's the first one, followed by the second and the third. Now let's snip off the green yarn as it is no more required. Now we will continue all around with the white yarn. So my corner is done. Let's chain 1. This round is extremely easy. Into the chain 1 space we need to work 3 double crochet. So my 3 double crochet is done. Now let's chain 1 and on top of the green portion we are going to work our 3 double crochet. That's the second and that's the third, because here we don't have the chain 1 gap. After the 3 double crochet is done, let us chain 1 and hop into the chain 1 space of the previous round to work our 3 double crochet. 1, 2 and 3. Yes. Now let's chain 1. Now we are going to hop into the corner space to work 3 double crochet. Chain of 2 and 3 double crochet again. That's the first, the second and the third. This is how our tree looks. See how cute it's looking. Now let's continue working. Chain 1 and into the chain 1 gap we are going to work our 3 double crochet. Very simple step. Chain 1, into the chain 1 gap we are going to work 3 double crochet again. Again chain 1 and into the next chain 1 gap let's work 3 double crochet. That's the first one, followed by the second and the third. Let's chain 1 and hop into the corner space to work 3 double crochet. That's the first one, this is the second and this is the third double crochet. Chain of 2 and let's work 3 double crochet again into the same space. 1, 2 and 3. So our corner is done. That's the third corner. Now we are going to continue working in the similar fashion. I just chained 1. After that, on top of the green portion, we are going to work standing double crochet on top of the existing double crochet, because we don't have the chain 1 gap out there. That's the second double crochet, and this is the third one. Once done, let us chain 1 and hop into the next chain 1 space to work 3 double crochet. So my 3 double crochet is done, and this is how our cute Christmas tree looks. Now let's chain 1 and work the corner, which is extremely easy. 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. That's the third. Let us chain 2, 1 and 2, and work 3 double crochet again. 1, 2 and 3. Now after this, we are going to continue working 3 double crochet into each of the chain 1 spaces, and I have done mine. So finally, let us chain 1 and hop into the final chain 1 space to work 3 double crochet. That's the first one, this is the second, and this is the third double crochet. Now let's chain 1 and slip stitch into the topmost chain of the very first chain of 3. Now I am going to chain 1 to secure my work and snip off the yarn. So my Christmas tree granny square is ready for Christmas. Now we are going to tidy up our work. We are going to hide the loose ends with the help of the tapestry needle. And here it's done. Now I have worked mine with 2 different colors. One is grass green and one is forest green in color. You may choose the green that you prefer. And this is how it looks. You can alternate this particular pattern with solid white granny squares, or you can just use your ideas. So thank you my friends for staying till the end. If you all have found it useful, to give a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family members. If you are new to our channel, do consider subscribing and stay tuned for interesting videos. So till we meet again, it's bye for today.